How's it going, everybody? Thanks for watching another video. So tonight I continue my quest in trying to find the ultimate Spyderco knife for everyday carry, and I've been messing around with different blade lengths like the Tenacious, and you got the Manix 2, and right now I feel like the perfect size would be like a Para 3, Delica 4, Native 5, but the question is, how small am I willing to go? So tonight we're going to have a look at this little guy right here, the Dragonfly 2. Of course, if you want to check out the actual specs of the Dragonfly 2, or if at the ending of the video you want to purchase it, make sure to check the link in the description below. Woo! Alright guys, here's a closer look at Spyderco's Dragonfly in Zom Green, Zom Green. Man, look at the nice marbling they got in this injection molding. Now this is an FRN handle, that's fiberglass reinforced nylon. You got Spyderco's bi-directional texturing on the handles here. And all that means is you got a bunch of little tiny ramps. You can see how it's lower on one side and higher at the other. And it does give you really good friction and traction when you're cutting in both directions. I would consider this more of a mini knife than a micro knife. In fact, let's take a quick measurement to see how light this is here. Let's clear that out to 0. One more time. Okay. So Dragonfly coming in at 1.2 ounces. So you figure if a US quarter weighs about 0.2 ounces, then it should weigh the same as 6 of these. So yep, that's 1.2 ounces. So you figure if you're okay with carrying around 6 quarters in your pocket, the Dragonfly will be no sweat for you. Now, normally I like to keep my EDC knives within the length of a Sharpie pen, but I can tell you just by eyeballing, the Dragonfly is probably going to be within this gray portion of the Sharpie. Let me slide it in there so you can have a look here, and yeah, there you go. I think it fits within there. Let me zoom out so you can just get a good feel for just how small that is. So that's a tiny knife. Again, I would consider this more of a mini knife rather than a micro knife. Alright, next up, let me give you a size reference for just how thin the top of the knife is. So there is a pair of unbroken chopsticks. It's going to cover it totally. Totally covers it. Now, as far as it being tall, this is pretty narrow. I think it's probably going to be a little bit taller than the width of a ruler. So let me see if I can, let me see, all right, get a good level there. So that's about right there. Yeah, it just peeks out on the top. And pocket clip wise, it does have a wire clip on it. It's not so deep carry. It's going to be sticking out of your pocket right about there. But I just love wire clips. Now it is swappable from right to left-handed, but there's no holes on this side, so you cannot carry it tip down. So it's tip-up carry only. The locking mechanism on the Dragonfly is a lockback design. Now the cool thing about Spyderco knives is it's a mid-lockback system. So traditionally lockbacks are back here, but they were having problems with people hitting it with the back half of their palm. So the first solution was to move it in. A second new design they did was to put this dip in here, so even if you did accidentally hit it, it's a lot harder to release that lockback design. And having this dip in here really makes it easy to find it. So if you're kind of reaching around and you don't know where you're going, you can find where this locking bar is here. And the way this works is, as you open up the blade, you can see that the locking bar goes down. There's spring tension on this blade. Now as you rotate around, the locking bar here goes down, but it rises right up here. And there's a little notch in the blade, so when you lock it into place, you got a nice strong lockup. Alright, so really quick, I just want to show you how many fingers you're going to be able to get onto this incredibly small knife. Now the groove area right in here is smooth and rounded all the way around the handle, so when you're really trying to bear down on it, you're not going to get any hot spots. You also have a front finger choil with jimping, as well as on the thumb wrap, and you got mild jimping here on the handles. And check this out, alright, so right up here, finger choil, thumb wrap, 4 fingers. That is incredible. And it being so small, you have a lot of control. Alright, as far as blade shape goes, that is Spyderco's drop point design, and it may look very familiar because it's almost the same shape as the Native 5. It's got those distinctive swedges on the top just like the Native 5. Blade thickness, ooh, let's see, what do you think? Maybe the size, maybe a little bit thinner than 1/4. Very close. Steel is going to be VG10 steel from Japan, very easy to sharpen, holds a crazy wicked edge. I didn't have any problems with it rusting in Hawaii. We got a full flat grind on there that's going to be great for slicing. It's got a satin finish on it. So, what do I think of the Dragonfly 2? This thing is awesome. There is a lanyard hole that I forgot to mention back here, so even if you want to grip it back here, you can put the lanyard cord on there so you can still get your fingers backed up here. And then of course, if you get it into the finger choil up here, you got a nice comfortable grip on there. And I think this might be perfect for people that are around the office that don't want to freak people out when you open up a gigantic blade. And Spyderco could have easily really messed this up by making it feel like a toy, but this is a solid blade. It's a solid FRN handle, really good steel on this thing. And I think if you're looking for something small that doesn't scare people, this is going to be a great option. So guys, that's the ending of the video. Remember, if you want to purchase the Dragonfly 2, make sure to check the link in the description below. Guys, hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked it, please give it the thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to Chemo365, please do. And remember, I'll catch you guys laters.